Hey everyone, welcome back to Turbo Trends, your go-to spot for everything fast, fresh, and futuristic on four wheels. Today, we're diving into a nameplate that's been a legend in American car history as the Chevy Caprice, and it's back for 2026. That's right, the Caprice is making a bold return, and it's not what you expect. Now, if you're thinking about those big body sedans from the '70s, or maybe the police cruisers of the early 2000s, you're not alone. The Caprice has always been known for comfort, power, and presence, but Chevy isn't just reviving the name, they're reimagining it for a whole new era. So buckle up, because the 2026 Caprice isn't just a comeback, it's a transformation. Under the hood, the 2026 Caprice is expected to offer two powertrain options, a 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six and an electrified performance version. That twin-turbo engine will likely push around 400 horsepower and 450 pounds-feet of torque, giving it the kind of grunt that would make even muscle car fans pay attention. But what really turns heads is the potential hybrid or full-EV variant that could compete with the likes of the Dodge Charger or even flirt with luxury sedans from Europe. Design-wise, the 2026 Caprice is pure aggression and elegance blended into one. It features a low, wide stance with a long hood and sculpted sides, a modern throwback to its muscle roots but with the clean lines and LED lighting signatures of a futuristic Grand Tourer. Think of it as a mix between a Camaro and an Audi A7, a sleek, sharp, and unmistakably bold. The front grille is large but refined, with active aero elements and light-up badging that signals its modern twist. Inside, Chevy's stepping way out of its traditional comfort zone. The Caprice cabin looks like it was plucked right out of a concept car. Expect to see a massive curved display that combines the digital instrument cluster and infotainment screen. The materials? Premium. We're talking leather, Alcantara, ambient lighting, and maybe even customizable trim options that let drivers dial in their vibe. Chevy's aiming for that blend of tech luxury and American muscle, and if they pull it off, the Caprice could become a real game changer. One of the biggest surprises, rear-wheel drive. While many sedans are going front-wheel or full electric AWD, the Caprice stays true to its roots with the performance-focused RWD layout. Although an AWD version will likely be available for those in snow-prone states. Combine that with adaptive suspension, drive mode selectors, and available launch control, and you've got a sedan that's not just about comfort, it's about control and fun. Safety and tech are also a big focus. Expect the Caprice to come standard with GM Super Cruise hands-free driving system, full wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. Chevy wants the Caprice to feel like a rolling tech platform, not just a car, which means it's packed with sensors, cameras, and AI-powered driver assists. And here's where things get really interesting, pricing. The 2026 Caprice is rumored to start around $45,000, which would position it just under rivals like the Dodge Charger, even significantly below German luxury sedans. A fully loaded version with the hybrid performance package could push north of $60,000, but for what it offers, a muscle car performance, luxury appointments, and cutting-edge tech, that's a solid value. So, who's the 2026 Caprice really for? Chevy's clearly targeting drivers who want muscle and maturity, something that roars but still fits in a valet line. It's for the grown-up gearhead, the tech-savvy enthusiast, and maybe even the former BMW or Audi driver who's ready to come home to American power. Let's talk legacy for a second. The Caprice has always been a car with presence, from the classic lowrider scene to law enforcement fleets. It's a car that people remember, and Chevy knows that. That's why they're not just bringing back the name, they're building a new story, one that ties the past to the future. This isn't a nostalgia trip, it's a rebirth. Whether the Caprice becomes a new performance icon or a tech-forward flagship remains to be seen. But what's clear is that Chevy isn't playing it safe. They're making bold moves, and the 2026 Caprice is one of the boldest yet. So, Are we witnessing the rise of a new American legend, or will the 2026 Caprice struggle to find its place in today's crowded market? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, a Chevy just dropped one of the most unexpected and exciting sedans we've seen in years. That's it for today's deep dive on the 2026 Chevy Caprice. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you don't miss any of the latest car trends. Got thoughts on the Caprice comeback? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, this is Turbo Trends. Keep it loud, keep it fast, and keep your eyes on the road ahead.